Good morning, all of you. Good morning. Students, ne? Right. Good morning. Today we are going to discuss the topic surds and indices. This is a basic topic you all should know. There are some fundamental laws in indices. So first of all, you have to understand what is a surd. The square root of a number, square root of a number that cannot be simplified further. Square root of a number that cannot be simplified further is known as surd. For example, root 4. Root 4 can be written as root of 2 into 2. That is equal to 2. So root 4 can be simplified and you can write it as 2. So root 4 is not a surd. But root 2, you cannot simplify this root 2 into further. So root 2 belongs to a surd. What is the actual value of root 2? Root 2 you can write like this: 1.4142135 like that. So here if you observe the decimal places, the decimal values are coming randomly. So this belongs to an irrational number. Irrational number. So decimal places are coming randomly. We cannot predict the value before that. That is known as irrational number. For example, another example. 3.142857114. This is also a number, but the values after decimal is coming in a random fashion. Therefore, this is also an irrational number. Irrational number. But if you write like the 3.141, 141, 141, 141, and it is getting repeated. Here you know that the values are repeated. So this belongs to a rational number. If you observe surds, surds are always irrational. Surds are always irrational. Root 2. The value of root 2 is 1.4142135 like that. Value of root 3 is 1.73205081 like that. Root 5. 2.2360678 like that. Another third, 7, root 7. Root 7 is equal to 2.645753131. So this is non-terminating and it is going in a random way. We cannot predict the values after decimal points. So these all are irrational. So basically, a surd is a irrational number. So what is surd? Square root of a number that cannot be simplified further is known as a surd. So root 2 is a surd. We can also call it as a simple surd. But 2 root 2. Here 2 is a rational number. 2 is a rational number and root 2 is irrational. So 2 root 2, when you combine together, you will get a mixed surd. Mixed surd. Mixed surd means it consists of rational value and irrational value. Finally, 2 root 2 in complete respect, it will be a irrational because anyway, surds are always irrational. So even though you mix with a rational number, if you multiply with a rational number or if you divide with a rational number, if you add with a rational number, if you subtract with a rational number, this final result will be always irrational. So that is the basic idea of surds. Then 1 by root 2. It can be rationalized. Means we cannot rationalize the complete value, but we can rationalize the denominator. The whole value will be still irrational because root 2 is a irrational value. The complete value will not become rational. It will remain as such irrational, but the denominator part can be rationalized. What we have to do? Take the conjugate and multiply in the numerator and denominator. So take root 2, the root 2 and multiply on both numerator and denominator. So here you are getting the denominator part is converted into a rational value, but the total complete value remains irrational. Another one, 1 by root 3 plus root 2. Root 3 is irrational. Root 2 is also irrational. So when you are adding two irrational values, the result also will be irrational. So if you want to convert the denominator into rational form, take the conjugate and multiply on both sides, on numerator and denominator. So root 3 minus root 2 and root 3 minus root 2. So you have to take the conjugate of the denominator. So 1 into root 3 minus root 2, root 3 minus root 2. By using the basic identity, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. This can be multiplied. So we will be getting root 3 square minus root 2 square. So you will be getting the answer root 3 minus root 2 by 3 minus 2. So root 3 minus root 2 by 1. 1 is a rational number. So again you converted the denominator into a rational form. So this is idea. And one more question we can do. Root 3 plus root 5 divided by root 2 minus root 3. So we are focusing on the denominator part. So multiply numerator and denominator by using the conjugate of the denominator. So conjugate of denominator means root 2 minus root 3. Conjugate will become root 2 plus root 3. So multiply denominator and numerator. So what will the answer? Root 3 into root 2, root 3 into root 2, root 6, root 3 into root 3, 3 plus root 5 into root 2, root 10, root 5 into root 3, root 15 divided by using the fundamental identity of a plus b into a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. The denominator can be written as root 2 square minus root 3 square. So you'll be getting 3 plus root 6 plus root 10 plus root 15 divided by 2. Root 2 square is actually 2 minus 3. Answer will be 3 plus root 6 plus root 10 plus root 15 by minus 1. So anyway, we are converting the denominator into a rational form. The complete value will not get rationalized. Only the denominator can be converted into a rational form. Then when we going to indices. So if you are writing a raised to x, this is known as base value, and x is known as argument. X is known as exponent. So base value is a and power is represented as exponent. So what are the different rules related to indices? One of the first rule we can discuss like this. First one, rules of indices. A raised to m into a raised to n. That will become a raised to m plus n. A raised to m plus n. For example, 5 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 2. Here you can observe in both the cases, a raised to m into a raised to n, base value same. Base value same, exponent different. Exponent different. So a raised to m into a raised to n, you will get a raised to m plus n. So here 5 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 2 can be written as 5 raised to 3 plus 2 equal to 5 raised to 5. 5 raised to 5. Second rule. A raised to m by a raised to n. This can be written as a raised to m minus n. The same thing can be applied here. Here both cases base value is same, exponent is different, but only the difference is it is division. In first case it is multiplication. So 5 raised to 3 divided by 5 raised to 2. That is 5 raised to 3 minus 2 equal to 5 raised to 2 will be the answer. So that is division case. Hello?
सर वो 5:1 आएगा ना?
Sorry, 5 raised to 1. 3 minus 2, 1. Then third one. A raised to m the whole raised to n. A raised to m the whole raised to n. That can be written as a raised to m n. For example, 5 raised to 3 the whole raised to 2. That can be written as 5 raised to 3 into 2. That is equal to 5 raised to 6. 5 raised to 6. So this is basic rule. Then fourth one, A into B raised to M. A into B raised to M. That can be written as A raised to M into B raised to M. A raised to M into B raised to M. Here actually the base values are different, but exponent is same. Exponent part is same. Exponent is same. Base value different. Base value different. Then another one. Some simple rules only. It's an example only. Before that, A raised to M can be written as. Here you can see this is plus A raised to plus M. That can be written as 1 by the positive exponent. When we are taking the base and exponent to the denominator, it will become A raised to minus M. A raised to minus M. Similarly, A raised to minus M. Here exponent is negative. So if you take the base value with the negative exponent to the denominator, the exponent part will become positive. 1 by A raised to M. Related to fourth property, another property also you can write. Here we used multiplication. Same thing we can use by division also. A by B raised to M is equal to, you can now A by B, the exponent is common for both A and B, and it can be individually distributed to both A and B. So that can be written as A raised to M by B raised to M. A raised to M by B raised to M. Then another one. Before that, they go here. Root x. What is the meaning of root x? Root x means square root of x. Square root of x. This can be represented in the form of exponential form. This can be written as x raised to 1 by 2. Square root means 1 by 2. For if it is cube root, then here you have to mention 3. So if that is the case, will become x raised to 1 by 3. Similarly, if it is fourth root of x, normally under square root we will not write anything. That default it is, the meaning is if nothing is given, it is square root. So if 4 is given, the meaning is it is fourth root. So I will write the eighth one. Nth root, square root, cube root, fourth root, fifth root. Like that we can say nth root. For example, nth root of n. Nth root of x matlab x raised to 1 by n. That is nth root. Here nth root of AB. Nth root of AB. What is nth root of AB? This AB can be considered together. So AB like this. AB raised to 1 by n. AB raised to 1 by n. Then here 1 by n is a common property of both A and B. Now it can be individually distributed to both A and B. That is A raised to 1 by n into B raised to 1 by n. Another one, ninth one. A raised to m by n. Here you can see root x, nth root of x is written as x raised to 1 by n. So that is meaning is, if x raised to 1 by n is given, we can write it as nth root of x. In reverse also we can write nth root of x is x raised to 1 by n, then x raised to 1 by n is nth root of x. So here a raised to m by n, you can see a raised to m by n. This can be written as a raised to m raised to 1 by n. By the property of a raised to this, by this property, a raised to mn can be written as a raised to mn. Similarly, that property we are using, a raised to m by n, matlab a raised to m into 1 by n. A raised to, this is a raised to m into 1 by n. So this can be written as a raised to m, the whole raised to 1 by n. So what is 1 by n? 1 by n indicates nth root. 1 by n indicates nth root. So you can write nth root of a raised to m. So 1 by n will become nth root. If it is 1 by 2, it will become square root. If it is 1 by 5, it will become fifth root. In this fashion, you can write. Another example, nth root of a raised to n. Nth root of a raised to n. So nth root of a can be written as a raised to 1 by n. Above that, this n is coming. So by using the basic identity of a raised to mn, a raised to m into a raised to m, the whole raised to n is a raised to mn. This can be written as a raised to 1 by n into n, n cut, you will be getting a. That means here this n and this under root n get cancelled. This n and under root n get cancelled. Next, 11th. If it is like this, nth root of a raised to m, nth root of a can be written as a raised to 1 by n, the whole raised to m. By using the formula of a raised to mn, it can be written as a raised to 1 by n into m, which is equal to a raised to m by n. So these are the important formulas related to indices. So we can do some practice problem. For example, first question. If you have any doubt, please ask. 3 raised to 6 into 3 raised to 3. What you have to use? A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. That we have to use. So your answer will be 3 raised to 6 plus 3, that is 3 raised to 9. That is one question. Second question. 4 raised to 5 divided by 4 raised to 2. So this can be done by a raised to m by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. So answer will be 4 raised to 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2, 3, 4 raised to 3. Then another question, third one. 3 raised to 3, the whole raised to 4. This can be done by using the formula a raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. So this can be written as 3 raised to 3 into 4, that will become 3 raised to 12. Another one. 3 into 4 raised to 3. This can be utilized by AB the whole raised to M is equal to A raised to M into B raised to M. By using that, 3 raised to 3 into 4 raised to 3. This can be written like this. Then another one, you know that 5 raised to 1 is actually 5. Anything raised to 1 is that thing only. X raised to 1, X. Y raised to 1, Y. Z raised to 1, Z. Like that you can write. So 5 is, what is the meaning of 5? 5 itself means 5 raised to 1. 1 we know, we will not normally show that 1, but 5 raised to 1 means 5, or 5 means 5 raised to 1. Then another one, 19 raised to 0. For example, anything raised to 0 is normally 1. Anything raised to 0 is normally 1. Anything raised to 0. Anything raised to 0. Or for this we can write A raised to 1 equal to A. And for this we can write A raised to 0 is equal to 1. A raised to 1 equal to A raised to 0 equal to 1. Anything raised to 0. Anything raised to 0. Here it is 19 raised to 0. If it is 100 or 1000 raised to 0, that is also 1. If it is 1 crore raised to 0, that is also equal to 1. 10 lakh raised to 0, that is also equal to 1. So anything raised to 0 is 1. Then next question. 4 by 5 raised to 2. This can be done by using A by B raised to M is equal to A raised to M by B raised to M. So this can be written as 4 raised to 2 by 5 raised to 2. Another question. 7 raised to minus 2. 7 raised to minus 2 can be written as A raised to minus M is equal to 1 by A raised to M. That can be written as 1 by 7 raised to 2. 1 by 7 raised to 2. So you have to check the exponent part only. You are not allowed to change the sign of the base. For example, I will give the example. For example, minus 8 raised to minus 2. You should check only the exponent. You are not allowed to touch the base. So what will be the value? 1 by minus 8 raised to. Instead of minus 2, you have to put plus 2. Instead of minus 2, you have to put plus 2. So sign change only in the exponent part, not in the base part. Then ninth one, 25 raised to 1 by 2. 25 raised to 1 by 2 can be written as root of 25. Root of 25. That means, what is root of 25? Here you can write, if square root is given, we will not mention, normally we will not mention the 2 in this position. That is not required. If it is 2 is not mentioned, that itself meaning is it is a square root. So it is square root of 25. What is 25? If I am writing 2 here, no need to write. 25 can be written as 5 raised to 2. 5 raised to 2. This square and this under root 2 will get cancelled and you will get the answer 5. Then another example, cube root of 3 into 4. This can be written as 3 into 4 and this cube root will become in exponent, it will become 1 by 3. So this 1 by 3 is common for both 3 and 4 and it can be distributed equally. Equally means It can be distributed to 3 also, 4 also. That means it will become 3 raised to 1 by 3 into 4 raised to 1 by 3. Another example, 11th one. 7th root of 5 raised to 7th root of 7th root of okay, 7th root of 5, the whole raised to 7. Here also you can this power 7 and under root 7 will get cut and you will be getting the answer 5. Another example, under root matlab 2, square root of 3, the raised to 4. This can be written as 3 and square root of 3 or simply root of 3 matlab square root only. So this can be written as 3 raised to 1 by 2, the whole raised to 4. So by using a raised to mn formula, a raised to m into n. So 3 raised to 1 by 2 into 4. Here you will get cut this 2 and this 4. So you will be getting 3 raised to 2. So you are getting 3 raised to 2 as the answer. So these are the some important indices rule we have to consider. These all rules are very important for the basic calculations, and this concept is very important. Different formulas we discussed. A raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. If it is division, a raised to m by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. A raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. Then ab, the whole raised to m. Here m can be the power exponent can be given to both a and b. So this will become a raised to m into b raised to m. Then one of the most important thing, a raised to plus m. If you are taking into the denominator, it will become a raised 1 by a raised to minus m. If numerator is a raised to minus m, that can be taken to denominator such that a raised to m. So if the numerator part, if the power is positive, when it is coming to the denominator part, it will become negative. If positive will become negative and negative will become positive. That you have to carefully you have to do. Okay. So some examples we will do. 1 or 2 examples we can continue. 3 x raised to 4 y into. This is into not x. 5 into x square y square. 5 into x square y square. कैसे लिख सकते हैं? देखो 3 into 5, it will become 15. 3 into 5 will become 15. Then x raised to 4 into x raised to 2. X raised to 4 into x raised to 2 into y raised to 2. So 15 into x raised to 4 into x raised to 2, a raised to m into a raised to n, a raised to m plus n, x raised to 6, y into y raised to 2, y raised to 3. So answer will become 15 x raised to 6 and y raised to 3. Another example. X raised to 3, the whole raised to 4 divided by x raised to 2, the whole raised to 3. Here, x raised to 3, 4. That can be written as x raised to 3 into 4, 12. Divided by x raised to 2 into 3, 6. Now, division a raised to m by a raised to n. Here you will be getting x raised to 12 minus 6. It will become x raised to 6. This is another example. One more example. One more example. 2 y cube the whole raised to 4 divided by 4y raised to 6 the whole square. You should understand that this 4 is not a personal property of y. It is a property of both 2 and y. Similarly, this 2 is not a personal property of 4 or y. It is the property of both 4 and y. So you have to apply that 4 should be given to both 2 and y cube. So right, it can be written as 2 raised to 4 into y raised to 3 raised to 4 divided by 4 raised to 2 into y raised to 6 the whole raised to 2. Now 4 is distributed to both. 2 is distributed to both. So this can be written as 2 raised to 4 will become 16. Y raised to 3, it will become y raised to 4 into 3, 12 divided by 4 raised to 2, 16. 4 raised to 2, 16. Y raised to 6 into 2, 12. So this can be written as 16 y square by 16 y raised to 12. You can see numerator, denominator consist of 16, 16. So 16, 16 cut. So remaining y square by y raised to 12. So this can be written as y raised to 2 a raised to m by a raised to n, a raised to m minus n, 2 minus 12. It will become y raised to minus 10. Y raised to
So
minus 10. Y raised to
numerator.
minus can be written as y raised to minus 10, or the negative power can be taken to the denominator and you can write y raised to plus 10. That is also correct. So this is all about the basic idea of indices and basic definition of surds. So basically surd means square root of a number that cannot be simplified further. That cannot be simplified further into a rational value. That is known as surds. So these fundamentals are very important. So basic questions by giving different pattern they may ask to check your knowledge in multiplication division and the how to handle the different exponential and how to handle minus exponential and all. So please prepare according to that. Okay, thank you. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, thank you.